Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jim, and yes, we will be dropping them. Welcome to the Saturday Show, the Saturday Showdown, where I give you my perspective and my reaction to the things that have grinded my gears throughout the week. Okay, so, thank you all again for joining me. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to our last video. I really appreciate you guys. Keep us moving in the algorithm so people will be able to find our content. And also, thank you to those who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate all of you for helping us grow our channel to as big as I know it's gonna be. So thank you all for that. Also, welcome back to those who have been here with us, and welcome to all who are joining us. So today I have brought you this video that I want to give my perspective on. I want to kind of give another angle to this situation. So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this before, but I'm going to give you my take on it. So I'm going to play the video. I found this video. Actually, somebody else, shout out to Chizazed, because that's who I found the video, how I found the video. So shout out to him and his channel. Go subscribe to his channel for more content where he's giving you 100% truth on how modern women navigate through society right now. So shout out to Chizazed. But I wanted to bring you this video. Um, and I'm gonna play the video for you guys, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think afterwards.
For me, great, because I love you. I never wanted to not be with you. I never wanted to be without you. I want to do life with you. But in the process of all this happening, you a liar. You got you a and I had to hear from this what y'all relationship was about. No, we not no more. I want to see other people. You act like you're the only fucker in this relationship that other people want to. No, we no. Let's be real. So what we gonna do is we gonna stay together. We gonna have a beautiful life together for the rest of our lives. We gonna continue to get money together. We gonna continue raising this little girl together. We gonna have a fabulous home. We're gonna love and take care of each other. But I'm gonna other people, and I hope you do too.
Ooh. Jesus Christ!
And we will never ever talk about it. Don't bring me no babies. Don't bring me no diseases. But we gonna do what we want to do outside this house because to this point it has worked. For me, great.
Okay. So you all heard what she was saying, and it was basically that, since her husband cheated on her, that she was gonna go out, and now she wants an open marriage, and they're gonna stay together. And from what I read in the comments, they have a business together, so they're gonna stay together, not get a divorce, just and she's gonna sleep with other people because she's upset because he cheated on her. Okay, now look, there are two sides to every story, and the fact of the matter is, we're only hearing her side. We're not hearing his. Okay, when a man wants to marry you, let me get into the comments first, and then I get into what I got to say. Okay, this type of marriage is a lot more common than people would think. Saying the open marriages, she should have done it and not even told him. That's the wrong mindset. What in the struggle of is going on here? I wouldn't say anything. I would just find someone else and leave. That's the problem. We're too quick to leave without trying to assess the situation first. But I digress. I feel her. One word, BV. I don't know what that means. I'm not really internet savvy, so I don't know what that means. It's cheaper for them to stay together. Keep in mind they have successful business together. It's always cheaper to keep her. Powerful. My last 12-year marriage. That's crazy. You gave up on 12 years like that. That's insane. I don't date married people, especially people who still want to be with each other. It's unfair for the single people. Okay. This is a no good man's dream come true. He don't want to be that anyway. That's not the case though. That's not the case. I agree with her, and so on and so forth, right? So basically, it's just a lot of people agreeing with her, and she's hurt. That's what I first want to start out to tell you guys. She is hurting. She is really hurt. And I understand, nobody wants to be cheated on. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be cheated on. Nobody wants to come to the realization that they failed. My marriage is a failure. I have to look at myself. What am I doing? Because obviously I'm doing something wrong for my husband to want to step out and go be with somebody else. Okay? So here's the thing. When a man marries you, when a man agrees to marry you, he has his whole heart in you. And I'm talking about a man. I'm not talking about just no random dude. I'm not talking about a dude who you've been hooking up with. I'm talking about you all have gotten to know each other, been around each other for years, getting to know one another, and you guys are growing. You decided that you guys want to grow and build together. That's when you marry a man. So when a man asks you to marry him, he's all in 100%. Okay. Now, if you're not like my husband told me when we started dating that he's going to take a second wife. So I should be expecting that. And, that's 100% fine with me. Just whenever you're ready to do that, let me know. You know what I'm saying? It's of the inevitable because, men want to have children and, they want younger women. That's not necessarily saying that he doesn't have any feelings or love for you, but that's just how it is. When you understand men, that's just how it is. It's not a guarantee that he's going to take a second wife, but just the fact that he lets me know that makes me more comfortable so that I'm not expecting, I'm expecting what's going to happen. I'm not in the dark. You know what I'm saying? But she's hurting because now she has to come to the conclusion of, well, I did something wrong. If he's a righteous man, he been doing what he needed to do, protecting, providing, taking care of his family, taking care of her. Again, we only got one side of the story. So he's taking care of her, and then he decides to step out. It's something that she is doing. They're not meshing anymore. They're not clicking. So she has to come to terms with, my husband hasn't been satisfied and I am part of the reason why. She has to come to terms with that. But we know that most women don't like to hold themselves accountable. Most females don't hold themselves accountable. They're not responsible. So anything that you're feeling it because you're selfish and you're evil and you just want to be out here and you just want to be for the streets while I'm at home taking care of your snot nose kid. You know what I'm saying? It's never internal work being done. It's always an outsourcing of the problem. Okay. And so she's hurting right now. So she's not able to look within herself to figure out what the problem was that caused him to stray in the first place. Her solution is, well, I can have sex with other people too, since you wanted to go have sex with somebody else. And that's not the answer, because we all know that we as females, we acclimate to the man that we're with. I'm talking about our whole bodies, our spirits, physically, emotionally, we acclimate to the man around us, to the men around us. So if we're just cheating with men who are no good for us, you're only going to cause more chaos in your home. Y'all, that's not a viable solution for y'all to stay together. That's not a viable solution. You all need to learn to communicate. That's what's missing here. Communication. Because I'm pretty sure he gave you signs that told you that he was not happy. Now, it I'm not saying this to get him off the hook. I'm not saying that. Because he should have been honest with her before it got to that point. He should have verbalized that he was unhappy, because sometimes we can't see what we're doing. We have to have someone, we do things unconsciously. So we have to have someone remind us to reel us back in. So she's thinking and she's problem solving from an emotional standpoint. There is no way that you are going to obtain peace if you decide to go and have random hookups with various guys. Your spirits are now intertwined not only with your husband, but with these random guys as well. That is very chaotic. And if you think that your husband is going to want to work things out with you after you've had random hookups with various men, it's not going to happen. He's not going to trust you. And I know that your trust is broken right now because he decided not to tell you how unhappy he was, and he decided to step out on you. Now it's a different situation if you were doing everything you possibly could to make sure that he was happy, taking care of him, taking care of him, taking care of the household, taking care of kids, making sure he's happy sexually, making sure that you are his peace. If you've been doing all that and he decided to still step out, that's wrong. 100% that is wrong. He should have told you. But I'm judging off the way that your problem solved, like the way you're approaching this situation, that that's not the type of woman you are. And I could be wrong, but just gauging everything, and how this is your solution should never be to go and do exactly what your husband did to try to get back at him. There will be different consequences. So your approach to the situation should never be to go do what he did, because it's different for us as women. We should not easily allow men to have access to us that they haven't earned. So I can tell that your solution to approaching this situation is, I can tell that you haven't thought this through. It takes two of you all. Two of you all are in a marriage. It takes two of you. So if he stepped out, it is your job to figure out the reason why he decided to do so. Go talk to your husband. Don't go lay up with another dude. Don't go, invest all this time and take away time from your family and y'all daughter to go and lay up with somebody else and pillow talk, because that's not going to solve anything. You're going to be even more upset because when that man finishes on top of you, you're still left to think about the reason why your husband did what he did. Go have a conversation. Be an adult. You all want to, dish out all of this and judge people and do all of that. And you guys don't even know how to talk to one another. You don't even know how to have a conversation to resolve the issue, because that's what needs to be done. You need to resolve the issue, not give up on your marriage, because it can happen to anybody at any time. It could happen to you again with the next man. So the problem is, the solution is for you to figure out where the problem started. Take accountability for what you did or didn't do and move forward. And I know that's easier said than done. I know that's easier said than done. But you have to push forward because you played a part in it too. And the last thing you want to do is stray away from the family you've built, the businesses you've built, all the time, effort, and energy you've put into this man, to go and have to start all over again because of some issues you didn't resolve on your end, and the same thing happened. That's trauma. That is trauma. When you don't deal with the problem and you go trying to find an outside solution, that causes trauma. That's the last thing you want to do. Think about your daughter. You have a daughter to raise. You have to set an example for her. You are her example. And the last thing you want to do is take her from the only man she's ever known. I don't know how old your daughter is. I don't know how many children you all have, but the best thing to do, stay together, figure it out. Not just stay together to have sex with other people. Figure it out. Solve the problem so that it doesn't happen again. You can try your best to prevent it from happening again. And again, easier said than done. You have to do some soul searching. Figure out what you need to do within yourself, because we give up too easily. We give up on our men too easily. We, as Black women, we give up on our men too easily. We give up on our relationships too easy because we think that we have unlimited options and we don't. We do not. And the last time I checked, randomly sleeping with guys don't help the situation. They're not gonna cuff you. They're not gonna make you feel better temporarily. But what is that? What is that? So you left with, a wet behind and some in a wet face because you crying because you haven't solved the problem. We give up too easily. Our men are not dispensable. They are not indispensable. I think I said anyway. Our men are not. We cannot just dispose of them. We can't. We can't continue to do this. He's a good man. Sure, he made a mistake. Yes. But you made a mistake too. And we're not going to sit up here and pretend that you're not a problem. That's the problem now. We can't hold nothing together because we too busy blaming every freaking body else for our problem and not solving anything. So my advice to you is go back to your husband, figure out the issue, resolve the problem so that it never happens again and move forward. So that brings me to my next topic, which is okay, sorry, which is Halle Berry. Okay, so if you all have not heard the news, Halle Berry will now pay 8,000 a month in child support after finalizing the divorce. And I also had a TikTok, not a TikTok, saw on Twitter. Okay, yeah. So Halle Berry has agreed to pay 8K a month in child support to her ex-husband Oliver Martinez after finalizing their divorce. He will receive 4.3% of all of her income above 2 million, and she covers all school expenses for their 9-year-old child. Okay, so all of this hooping and hollering, men is the problem. Men are the problem. Men are the problem. Men are the problem. No, it's not. No, they're not. You can't keep you Halle Berry. When I was growing up, Halle Berry was everything. She was everything being compared to everybody. Halle Berry was everything. And so now women can't understand why she can't keep a man. And it has so much more to do with just the fact that she's Halle Berry. Nobody cares. Nobody cares who you are. If you if you don't possess certain attributes, if you don't have the attributes of a wife, you don't know how to take care of home, you don't know how to rear my children, you are not wife material. So she been going around all this time talking about how it's the men when it's her. She hasn't done any soul searching through her entire career. As long as we've known her, she's always been the same. Now she has a crazy stamp on her. Nobody wants to deal with that. And she has the nerve, she's 56 years old, and has the nerve to say that she's more valuable today than she's ever been in her entire life. Get out of here. Get out of here. all your relationships been in a public eye. Get out of here. Everything. So we know how hard it is for you to keep a man. Her personality ain't everything. You gotta make a man want to stay. What do you add? What do you have to offer? And it's not just because you Holly, because nobody cares. I need to know what you're like when the cameras turn off. I need you to. I need to be able to differentiate the actor and the person. I need to be able to separate the two. I need to know when I'm getting my wife Holly and actress Holly. I need to know that. And she makes it so difficult. You know why? Because she haven't even established the boundaries between who she is in reality and who she is fictionally. Her brain hasn't been able to separate the two. And you know, when your brain, it gets to a certain point where your brain won't be able to differentiate fact and fiction from a false reality from actual reality. You have to do that. So she hasn't worked on herself after all these years, been married twice, got two kids by two different dudes. And I be trying to tell y'all, these celebrities ain't no different from y'all. The only thing that separate Holly and females is the money. That's it. Halle Berry can't fake a relationship either. She can't hold on. She's not gonna sacrifice. She's not gonna do any of that. So now you put yourself in a situation where not only do you have to pay 8,000 a month in child support, but you're gonna also have to pay 4.3% of anything you receive above $2 million. Okay, so there we go. Okay, there we go. So it says that her divorce been finalized for almost 8 years. They co-parent Maceo 9. He'll get 8,000 a month in child support, and she'll also have to pay him 4.3%, so 500, close to half a mil, close to half a mil. She got to pay for her son private school uniforms and school supply. So he ain't got to do nothing. He just get money. He ain't really got to do too much of nothing. He just getting the money. That's insane. So she went out of her way. She went out of her way to sabotage her marriage with, I think she was married to Eric Benet. She went out of her way to sabotage that marriage just to end up on the back end having kids by men who did not like her. They didn't like her for real. So men who didn't like her for real got two kids by two different men, by men who didn't like her, and you gotta pay. And I think she gotta pay both of them, if I'm not mistaken. So they just eating at your pockets. But do you see anything wrong with that? Do you see they taking you for everything, and you still gotta foot the bill for your kids? You still gotta foot the bill for your kids. You might as well stay married. You might as well stay married. You still gotta foot the bill. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. But find it so easy to give up on the black man. Find it so easy to walk away from him. He do even the little bit, even the most minuscule thing wrong, and y'all walking. It's done. That man dodged a whole bullet. That man dodged a whole bullet. So now she want to try to take the time. Don't please do not listen to any advice that Halle Berry is giving you on relationships. This learn from her example. She cannot keep a man. Anybody who can't keep a man, you should not be taking relationship advice from, because she don't know what to do. So she can't effectively tell you what to do. If your goal is to have a long, happy marriage, she can't tell you how to do that because she hasn't had one. So do not listen to advice that comes from her. But she tried so hard throughout her younger years to make men seem like they're the problem when it's not the problem, it's you. So I don't understand why we don't, as women, take accountability for ourselves and our actions. What is so wrong with soul searching? I don't get it. And then we get on the internet and we complain about not being able to hold on to a man, or not being able to find a great man, or having to put the bill for these males out here trying to get somebody else to take care of children we had with other men. It's only under dire circumstances should that ever happen. You should never approach a familial situation to where you feel like you could leave your husband because it's another option out here for you. We give up too easily, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of us not checking ourselves, us not checking other women when we know they're in the wrong, checking them coming together, standing tall, checking them when they disrespect our men. I'm tired of it because our men don't deserve that. So it's time to be held responsible. It's time to do some inner workings. That's what it's time to do. It's time to shut up. It's time to shut up and go there. Do the work that needs to be done. Did Halle Berry being Halle Berry stop her from dying alone? I don't think so. Did her being her, one of the most attractive women in the world, help her keep a man? No, it did not. So that will let you know, her situation lets you know that it does not stop at looks. It does not. And some of y'all don't even got the privilege, don't even have the pretty privilege. And y'all out here talking about y'all want to leave y'all husbands. Okay? If you thought it was real before you met your husband, I want to see you get out there now. It is nothing out here. You done spent, that lady said she was 12 years with her husband from the first video. That woman talking about she trying to cheat on her husband. That chick said she was with her husband for 12 years. I want her to tell y'all how it really is out here. If she got a TikTok, then she need to tell y'all how difficult it is for her dating out here. How she can't attract another man on the level of her ex-husband. Stop playing these games we playing. These games we playing, we're not children. It's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. Be an adult. You say you're a woman, act like one. This is what women do. This is what women do. We figure it out. We don't run away from the problem. We figure it out. So thank you all for joining me today. I'm going to end it right here. Thank you all for joining me so much. Please leave anything down in the comments if you have any questions, or just give me some feedback. I really want to know. Thank you guys for giving me feedback on the other videos, because it just helps me be better, and I want to be better for you guys. So let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe again. My name is Jim, and I will see you in the next video.